world is complex, challenging, and constantly changing. Businesses, governments, and nonprofits, as well as individuals, all grapple with the economic, political, ecological, and social challenges that confront us. Like the famous butterfly wings that flap and cause a tornado, everything we do has effects on others, on the environment, and on society. Some of those effects we're only beginning to understand. Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Management students gain the skills and experience they need to excel in this constantly evolving, complex environment. Our degrees position you to bring thoughtful leadership, innovative ideas, effective teamwork, and creative management solutions to wherever your career takes you. Like those who graduated before you, you'll become your generation's managers and leaders in Nova Scotia and around the world. You'll be poised to make remarkable contributions in large businesses, small not-for-profits, in your communities, and in government. Let's start by telling you what's common between our two degree programs. Both have a similar foundation, both are taught by outstanding professors who care about teaching and students, and both equip you to make a contribution as a solutions-oriented leader or manager, a person who makes a difference in the world. In each degree, you'll have opportunities to engage in innovation and entrepreneurship training and skills building. In each case, we aspire to offering an inclusive, thoughtful environment that gives you the chance to take risks and realize your potential.
A successful business doesn't happen by accident. Whether it's a new venture, a family-owned business, or a public corporation, you need key ingredients to succeed: marketing, accounting, information systems and data analytics, supply chain management, strategy, and many more. You also need to understand your business's place in the world, how you impact other organizations and people, and how they impact you, whether locally or globally. The Bachelor of Commerce focuses on these key ingredients, ensuring that you are trained in essential business functions. You'll learn about these in some depth, and not just through courses, but by participating in work-integrated learning, where you bring what you've learned in the classrooms into the workplace, and you return from your workplace with new insights for your classes. Starting in your second year, you will complete 3 work terms. Those terms help you gain skills, experiences, and a large network, and you get paid for it. In addition to these benefits, it's important to realize that every single student has this co-op experience for 2 main reasons. First, it means we dedicate significant time, starting from the first week in your first year, to ensuring you are ready to enter the job market and be effective. It means we put a lot of time and effort into helping you find incredible opportunities. It means your courses can safely integrate what you learned on your work term with the course material, ensuring that you gain the full learning benefits of this work-integrated learning. After establishing this foundation, you have more choice about what you study. You can choose which parts of the business are more interesting to you and take courses to dive deeper. There are declared majors, and there are those that are undecided and go without a major, wherein they get a lot of broad exposure to several disciplines, functional disciplines in business. You can take your studies internationally through our exchange program or field courses, or take advantage of Dal's wide array of courses to gain some familiarity with other subjects of personal or career interest. Maybe your love of marketing will take you to psychology courses, or your interest in the ocean business sector will take you to marine biology and oceanography. You can look at a future where you can cross over into multiple disciplines.
The Bachelor of Management is a unique program. It's designed to ensure that you have exposure to a wide array of interests, stakeholders, and concerns that inform effective leadership and management. Unlike some other business schools, at the Faculty of Management, we emphasize the intersections among businesses, governments, information, and the environment. Of course, we still cover the fundamentals of organizations, like marketing, accounting, and sharing information, but this program is for you if you want to understand the big picture and be positioned to move nimbly from business environments to government, to social enterprises, to nonprofit sectors. It's a program for students who want a business degree, but it's also a program for students who know they want to run an art gallery, write creative environmental policy, work in the library system, or become president of a university. In the Bachelor of Management, we talk about how problems are framed and understood, and how we identify and pursue solutions. We explore how governments operate, how the private sector is affected by regulations, how we respond to the growing risk of climate change, how information and misinformation have consequences for decision-making, how we respond to new tech innovations from a social, environmental, and even regulation perspective, and so much more. The program reflects the fact that we are part of complex, interdependent, dynamic systems, and you'll learn the systems thinking and management skills needed to help your communities address some of the complex problems of our time. You can then choose to further explore key aspects of managing organizations through our certificates and majors, but the key strength of the management degree is that we understand your skills are at their best when you apply them in a particular context. So the degree is designed with unparalleled space and flexibility to draw on the breadth of other subjects at Dalhousie. You can choose from literally hundreds of minors and certificates from across the university. Intercultural communication, Indigenous studies, environment and sustainability, ocean sciences, theater, journalism. Everything you care about needs management. It's not enough to find ways to address our most urgent problems. We also need to understand how to implement, apply, monitor, and manage our response. Wherever your interests take you, you can kickstart your career with a paid work term. Our graduates find success in the private sector, government, and not-for-profit organizations.
Hi everyone, my name is Lucas. I graduated from Dal in 2019 with a management degree. I'm originally from Brazil. I moved to Canada in 2014 when I joined the Bachelor of Management degree at Dal. Looking for universities is definitely not an easy thing to do. I did a lot of searching around. I went to U of T, I went to Western, a couple of the big names there, but it was definitely a tough decision. But what made it a lot better for me was actually coming to Halifax and taking a peek at the university. I was lucky enough that a prof happened to see me and my dad on the quad just walking around aimlessly, and he offered to give us a quick tour. That only happens in Halifax. And I was lucky enough to meet Margie Muse. She is just an amazing person, a part of the Road Business School. And we had a great chat. I think what really sold me on going to Dal was how personable everybody is. You're not just another number. In university, you're just another student. Here, you're definitely more than that. You're part of the community. And throughout my time at Dal, I decided to kind of make the most out of it, right? University is a big deal, and it's really the time where you get to understand more about yourself. So I decided to join the Dalhousie Management Society my first year as an international rep. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot about programs. I learned a lot about social events with students, and did a lot of growing throughout those years. You learn to manage a budget. That was very cool. That really paid off when it came to getting a job afterwards. And I think if I have anything to say, or any wise words with air quotations, would be choose your university wisely. Dalhousie is a big name for a lot of companies. Right now I'm working for Fortune 500, and I was hired while I was still in school through a career event. And rely on your profs, rely on your faculty, and know that they're always there to help you. And I'm sure you're all going to make a decision that you're not going to, kind of regret later. If you go with Dalhousie, it's definitely a good place to be. I will leave my information with everybody that's heading the meeting today. In case anybody wants to get in touch and ask questions, feel free to do so. And yeah, all the best.
Hi everyone, welcome to the 2020 Virtual Open House. My name is Carrie Hunter, manager of the Commerce Co-op program here at Dal.
My name is Margie Muse, and I'm the program administrator for the Bachelor of Management program.
And I'm Robert Wooden, Director of Management Career Services. Welcome to Dalhousie.
The three of us are here today to help tell you about the opportunities that we have available to you. So hopefully you enjoy what we have to say.
So what are some of the differences between the Commerce Co-op and the management program here at Dalhousie. Well, one of the big differences is that our programs have 2 dedicated teams of advisors here to assist you. We have the Undergraduate Advising Office, which is where Carrie and I are housed, and then we have Management Career Services, where Robert is, and he'll speak to you about that later on in the presentation. Another difference is the majors in the program. We do have some that overlap, but for the most part, commerce students usually focus on accounting, finance, and marketing, where management students like to work on entrepreneurship, environment sustainability, and managing data and information.
Thanks, Margie. The Commerce program is not your traditional 8 academic term program over 4 years. So while it is still 4 years, it does begin alternating between academic terms and work terms between years 2 and 3. So you'll see that we do have a summer of year 2 where you'll be participating in what we call Com Summer, which has specific opportunities and activities for students who are in that cohort, as well as in year 3, you'll have a work term in the summer term. First year, final year, both would be your traditional fall and winter.
The management program is the traditional program. It's 4 years with fall and winter terms, summer terms off. For the most part, students usually like to work in the summer, but again, if you wanted to do classes, you would just meet up with your academic advisor in the Undergraduate Advising Office, and they would be able to assist you with working out a course plan that's going to entail you taking some summer classes. In the management program, we do have an optional internship. This is where you can incorporate 8 months of work experience between your 3rd and 4th year. So you don't even need to extend your program. It's still within the 4 years. Again, you would work with your undergraduate academic advisor, and they would be able to map out a plan for you. Now, within our management program, we actually have a combined degree, which when you finish after 5 years, you would graduate with a Bachelor of Science in Recreation and a Bachelor of Management degree. With this degree, you're also required to do a mandatory 12-week internship in your final year winter term. If anyone is interested in this program, I'm sure I can hook you up with Heidi so she could talk to you about it further.
So I did mention the international opportunities, and while unfortunately those are all suspended right now due to COVID that's preventing most travel, we do hope that by the time you enter your 3rd year, which is typically when a student would complete an exchange, that you will have the opportunity to add one of these great experiences to your program. We have 16 partners, over 10 countries. We have 2 field courses currently. Where would you go? Over to you, Robert.
Thanks so much, Carrie. So I have the distinct pleasure of being Director of Management Career Services, and we're a team of 15 professionals that supports commerce and management students in their career development. Now, with the Commerce Co-op program, it's mandatory co-op. Students have to do 3 work terms during their degree. With the Bachelor of Management program, as Margie already indicated, there is an optional 8-month internship. Whether you choose Commerce Co-op or the Bachelor of Management internship, the impact that work-integrated learning can have for a student as they graduate and go into the working world can be huge. And I would encourage any potential student or maybe parent that's listening to do a bit of research about the power of co-ops and internships to launch careers. So we're the team that supports all that. So as Margie said, Academic Advising Office is going to support you in all your academic needs, and we have dedicated career and recruitment specialists that will work with commerce and management students on their career development. Some of the services that we offered are outlined on the screen here. When COVID-19 prevented us from working in person, we just moved our in-person advising appointments online. We also do recruiting and networking events throughout the year. And in the fall of 2020, we actually had more networking events than ever before because it's easier for employers to tap into more students because everything was hosted online. Workshops, career resources, and corporate tours are some of the other services we offer. So every year, Management Career Services works with a huge variety of employers. And in 2019, we supported almost 800 work terms that took place. The logos on the screen are just a few of the many employer partners that we work with. Now, maybe you might be thinking, I'm not interested in launching my career or being in Halifax, Nova Scotia for my work terms. That's okay. We work with employers all across Canada. And we actually even have a staff member that's based in Ontario to help us recruit new employers specifically in Ontario. So if you want to know a little bit more about where our students do their work terms, some of their salary information, check it out on our annual report. It's available in our virtual booth that we'll be at later today. I could certainly sit here and give you lots more reasons about why being in a work integrated learning program like Commerce Co-op or the Bachelor of Management Internship program is a great choice. But why don't we hear someone with an unbiased opinion? This is Mike Shelson. He's director of he's the global head of campus recruitment and talent development at Scotiabank, one of our proud employer partners. Let's hear what Michael has to say about recruiting from the Faculty of Management at Dalhousie.
Dalhousie is one of those few schools that immediately comes to mind when we're thinking of our Tier 1 relationships. There's no school outside Ontario that we hire more students from, that's for sure. It also attracts more top students and really wonderful people from a breadth of locations across the country and the world. And the top employers know this, and as a result, we all make Dalhousie a priority when it comes to recruiting our leaders of tomorrow.
And one fun fact about Scotiabank, their current CEO is actually an alum of Dow Commerce.
Thanks, Robert. So aside from being connected to your academic advisor in the UAO or to your career recruitment specialist with MCS, it's also important to be connected with your student societies. So just by being accepted into either the Bachelor of Management or the Commerce Co-op program, you become part of their student societies. So those are known as the DCS and the DMS respectively. You can see the contact information for the current presidents there. And above that, it's important to expand your resume. So more than just what you can learn in the classroom or in the workplace, it's about being involved and making those connections, networking. And what better way to do that than to get involved and stay connected through various student societies. So here's a list, completely focused on those available in the Faculty of Management to Commerce and Management students. But also you can go to the Dalhousie Student Union website and see more for the Dalhousie based. But this is just a glimpse of what you can expect from us.
Some of the messaging that I get consistently from employer partners, Carrie, is they want to meet bright, talented students that do well at academics, but that are involved in other things, whether it's varsity sports, leadership positions, and extracurriculars. It doesn't matter. They want to see well-rounded individuals. So getting involved in student societies, such as the ones you've indicated, or any student society is a great career development tip.
Also, just in the community in general, Robert, I would say there's lots of great organizations that can be helped too. So anyways, that's enough about us. Now it's time for you to ask your questions. Robert and I are here to hopefully give you the answers or redirect you as necessary. And you can find Margie over in the virtual booth until we're able to join her there and help out. So thanks so much for your time. We look forward to hearing from you.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Thanks. See ya.